Boys, what is up? It is your boy D, and this is DeezCards. Welcome to week 4 of sealed only sparring, where me and my friend Kyle, who are both trash at Yu-Gi-Oh, are working our way up to playing our first locals. If you're here, you are one of D's boys, regardless of gender. This channel is all about content for the boys. Make sure you hit that like, that subscribe notification bell, so you can follow this series along, especially if you're interested in competing in Yu-Gi-Oh as well. So far, 3 out of 3 weeks, I've gotten the dub. My Machinas have slapped his Dragon Link structure deck across the board. He's gotten kind of close a few times. We almost went into time the last time. I got the round 1 win anyway, but we're working on building that deck even stronger. So for that, I got Dual Overload this week. Looking for a few things in there. We got Paleozoic Dino Miscus that a lot of the Earth Machine Toolbox decks are playing right now. Auroradon, Needle Fiber, Phantasma in there for when he starts getting more links of his own. A few good cards in there that we're just trying to pull. I know you guys all love this set, so let's get it going, boys. Alright, boys, Dual Overload, we all know is a fan favorite set. I am super excited. This is one of the first sets that came out when I first got back into this game a year ago. Oh man, I bought way too many of these impulsively. Now, at least I can justify it, having this series backing it up. Before, Kyle got me into Yu-Gi-Oh, and I was just obsessed. Ho ho, Cyber Dragon Infinity. I feel like kind of bad about the packaging in the set. I think it's a little overdone. Start with the Phantasma pack because not a bad out. Not a bad hand trap to counter his Link, boys. So we'll see what we get. We gotta zoom the fuck in. Oh, it's all ultra rares. Forgot all about that. It's pretty solid. Raid Rapper Y Strix. And we got a Gigaplant. Best Gemini monster of all time, I hear. Graveyard Wandering Souls. I don't think I've ever pulled that from Dual Overload, and I've opened a good amount. Daigusto Emerald. Pretty good rank 4 monster. Nice. Put that over there. I don't have really many rank 4s. I don't think I can very easily make it, but you know what? Cybernetic Overflow. Nice. Should I decide to make Cyber Dragons? That is not bad at all. Enma's Judgment. Oh, that boy Enma. Oh, Cyber Dragon Infinity. That might be big if I make the materials. And there's the Dino Miscus and a Swap Frog. Hell yeah, boys. We got our Dino Miscus Infinity. It's not impossible to play it. I don't think I can play it right now, but if I pull the cards for that, hey, definitely throw it in there. I don't know if Nova's in any of these sets. Get that Stealth Union. Whoa! What a crazy. That was another one of the ones I was looking for. So, you guys all know Predaplant Verte Anaconda. That is fuel for the Dragoon. So if I pull a Dragoon out of one of the 3 tins I have, pretty good chance that I might try to play it. Silent Frame Lord Omega. Damn, not bad pulls so far. I got the Anaconda, I got Infinity, Cybernetic Overflow. The Dino Miscus was one of the cards we were coming for. Alien Shock Trooper M-Frame. Destiny Hero card. Oh my god, this is a blessed box. Holy shit. We got Needle Fiber and Predaplant. This box is worth like $60. Protector Whelp of the Destruction Sword. Wow. The card looks crazy, actually. The Protector Whelp. Jeez, that Whelp blessed this box. Oh man, I don't even need to open these last 2 packs. Jeez, man. Dark Anthelon Dragon, another Magical Musketeer. We got that Pendulum Fusion and a Malefic Tune. Alright, last pack. Relinquished Anima. Is it going to be in here? Ah, let's get a Phantasma. Chaos Dragon Levianeer. Something cool. Abyss Actor Hyper Director. Are Abyss Actors ever played? I don't know. Let me know. Double Evolution Pill. Hey, that's not bad for dinos. And a Vanity's Ruler. Okay. Not bad. Oh my goodness. Now that I have this, I might be able to bring out Savage and really stick it to Kyle. And I got this Predaplant Verte Anaconda. If I pull Dragoon out of one of the tins, I'll have to get some copies of Dark Magician. Paleozoic Dino Miscus. This one is probably going in the deck right away. Especially if I know I'm going first. That card's crazy. Alright boys, the pulls out of Dual Overload were insane. That was like the craziest box I've ever opened. Predaplant's like 30 bucks, Needle Fiber I think is 20. We got stonks on that one. I'll catch you guys in the deck profile. Boys, I apologize for this very odd lighting as we go into the deck profile. Also, I got this pack of Phantom Rage for free when I went to my local card shop. So I'm just going to open that up real quick and see if we pull anything that might be usable in the extra deck. But yeah, this is kind of terrible and I apologize for that. But my light bulb blew up. Virtual World Shell. Nice. And Phantom Raid Raptor Phantom Knight's Claw, the counter trap. Nice. Super rare. Charge into a Dark World. Yep, nothing there that I can use. Yeah, my light bulb blew up, and I need to get a new one, but I gotta stay on the content train. So here will be the deck profile in really weird lighting. Hey, at least the mics sound good. Right, boys? We're still on 3 copies of the boy. Citadel is still just a really strong card that can fuck up pretty much anything Kyle does. 3 Fortress as well. We're still on the 3 Aerator. This is probably the first one to get cut once I get more of the Infinitrack stuff, but for now we're still on 3 Aerator as well as Irradiator. 3 Machina Redeployment because it searches all of the Machina cards. We got that boy gear frame. Want to upgrade that to Metal Cruncher, but Eternity Code is like $10 a pack, and they're ultra rares, so good luck, right? We got Mega Form. We got 1 Possessed Storage. Now, Kyle actually traded me at the end. You guys saw a Brutal Dozer. So now we have 2. Infinitrack Harvester is a card that he got me. I traded him an ultra rare for that, so that was a pretty fair trade. I have the Trencher, and I added in the Tunneler that I got before, now that we have a lot more Earth Machines. I'm still playing the 2 righty and the 1 lefty driver. I want to get off a Synchro Summon of Savage but before I trade it to him, because it would just be too sweet not to. And then I'm also main decking 1 Barrier of the Drought statue, because honestly, if I can just get that on the board going first and set up some protection for it, that shuts down his whole deck. I'm on 3 Kaijus for removal as well. Get over his Topologic Ouroboros. It's still hard for me to get over this, but that's why I'm playing 2 limiter removal instead of just 1. I'm also threw in the Dino-Miscus that I got in there, 2 Machina Overdrive still, and the 3 Solemn Strike. I'm thinking that this trap count is really going to throw Kyle for a loop. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he says. Now we have a full 15 card extra deck actually. So I got the Borreload Savage Dragon, the boy. I threw in Psyframe Lord Omega, because if I don't have the graveyard set up with the Link plays, that card's probably better to go into. We got Diagusto Emerald, which probably won't come up. Dark Anthelon Dragon is crazy. This Pendulum Xyz monster actually is possible to make with 2 Fortress on the board. Got this Gimmick Puppet Boy that pops special summon monsters, 2 level 8s with the Aerator and Irradiator is possible to make it. This is 3 level 8 monsters. I'm never going to make it. Can't make that, but he's Earth Machine and he's the mascot of the deck. Gaia the Dragon Champion for shits and giggles for now. Link monsters we can make Shining Star FA, Transcode Talker, Barricade Board Blocker. The only one, I mean, none of them are Earth Machines, so it kind of sucks. But trying to set up the graveyard for Borreload Savage Dragon is what we want. Nightmare Griffin. I threw the Predaplant and the Halka Fibrax in there. Needle Fiber actually might come up, you know, get the righty driver on board into him and then special another righty driver from deck. Actually might be pretty good. And then this Buster Blader Link monster, which probably never gets summoned, but we can make it, so I threw it in. So for the side deck, got Phantasme, got 2 Iron Draws. I cut those from the main deck because having 2 machine effect monsters exactly makes this card dead, and then you only get the 1 special summon afterwards. That kind of sucks. 2 Possessed Storage still in there. Scrap Recycler, one of the better normal summons because it has access to everything. Unfortunately, it pitches it to the graveyard, but a lot of stuff does stuff in the graveyard. 1 Drowning Mirror Force. We got the 3rd Machina Overdrive, Artifact Lancia, 3 Cosmic Cyclone, the 1 red reboot. If I keep getting killed on Mirror Force, I might consider main decking that, but for now, this is what we're going with. So let's hit up that boy Kyle and see what he's got going on.
Alright, welcome back. This is episode 4 now. Once again, got clapped by D, so this is another game, or another episode where I have 0 wins, so we are at 3-0. I did get kind of close on the last one, and I may have been able to stun him out and just play time, but we're gonna have to check the ruling on that. I'm sure D already put the ruling in the last video. I totally screwed up some plays, and I'm gonna have to learn them. So I ended up using Raigeki at the completely wrong time, not realizing he had Citadel in his graveyard, and that really screwed up all my plays. And then he worked around my Ouroboros very well, so that was a great play on D. So here we are, week 4. Let's try and turn our luck around. We're gonna be opening up some more product. Let's see what we can pull. Hopefully we can make some good adjustments to the deck and possibly come out with a win this week, but let's not jinx it. Let's see what we get. All right, so let's get right into the opening. As no surprise, we've got another 2020 Megaton, as well as another Legendary Duelist Season 1. I was talking to D, and he said that our budget for 30 is pretty loose, and he said it would be okay if I hit 35 for one episode. I did not get this tin for 5 off like I did in the last episode, so hopefully we can actually get some cards that we can use out of the Megaton and not have to rely every week on Trading D. Although I really do love that we are doing trades in this series to make it a little unique, and it makes it way more fun because it's really us working together to build good decks. We will peel off all of this plastic. We get what we need out of these. That's the boy we need out of this box right there. Let's get the packs out of both of these boxes and we'll get right into them. So we have the 2 copies there. Our Gearfree the Red Eyes Iron Knight. That's kind of cool. I like that artwork. Promo doesn't really help us. And I'm gonna mix them up this time. So we will do the opening in this order. So starting it off with one of the mega packs. Can't believe D got a Savage Dragon in his last opening. We need the Savage. Hopefully we can get it. Maybe this pack is it. Oh, Galactic Spiral. That's something we could use. Traded D for one of those in the last episode. Dino Wrestler, Trickstar Fusion, Guard Dragon Shield, Dino Wrestler, Salamangreat, Witchcrafter Creation, Evil Eye, World Legacy Monstrosity. Not sure. I know there's some like World Legacy cards we need, but maybe that can be useful. So I'll leave that to the side. Witch's Strike, Dirge of the Lost Dragon. Hey, we can use another copy of that. That can come in handy. White Howling, Tyrant Farm, Fist of the Unrivaled Tenyi, Gladiator Beast United, Vessel for the Dragon Cycle, You're in Danger, and Tenyi Spirit. So, I mean, probably the first pack that actually had any actual value to us throughout this opening so far. We got 3 cards out of a single pack. At least 2 for sure. I need to double check what this guy does. Legendary Duelist Season 1. Let's try and get that red MD. Try and get Black Metal Dragon. Toon Barrel Dragon. Barrel Dragon, that's kind of cool. Amazon Princess. Crystal, whatever. Red Eyes Fusion. So, who knows? We got those 2 packs from the Megaton. Maybe we can get a Dragoon out of this. That'd be kind of neat. Relinquish Fusion, Amazoness Baby, or Scavenger. Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, Ancient Gear Golem, Blackstone Legend, Meteor Black Dragon, Red Eyes Insight, Cyber Dark Edge, Toonbuster Blader, that's Rainbow Dark Dragon, Crystal Beast Ruby, and Return of the Red Eyes. We've got Dwimmered Glimmer, Marincess, Valkyrie, Fear of Fire, Neospace, Marincess, Valkyrie, FA Shining Star, Mystic Mine, yeah, an Infinitrax card, another one D might be able to use, so we'll leave that to the side as well. Gladiator Beast, and Gorgon. Infinitrax Bulldozer, Brutal Dozer, it's another card D might be able to use. Gladiator Beast, Flawless Perfection of Tenyi, Marincess, Copier, and another Blaster Cannon Core that D might be able to use. So that pack was mostly for D. Alright, on to another Legendary Duelist pack. Another Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. We need him to be metal though. Crystal Beast, Merge Recall, Proton Blast, Toon Summon Skull, Toon Goblin Attack Force, Crystal Beast, Cyber Dark Cannon. Another Red Eyes card that is not the one we need. Advanced Dark, Crystal Bond, another Ancient. I'm sick of seeing this card. There's a Melfi Rabby, little shiny rabbit. Gonna have to give that one to my fiance. Throw that right there. Rainbow Refraction, Red Eyes Retro Dragon. I'm gonna just go through that because we did not get, yet again, the Red Eyes cards we need. Got more Red Eyes though. At least we got the Fusion. That's kind of cool for value for later on. Hopefully, this last pack from the Megaton will bring me a little bit more excitement and not leave me feeling like a little sad boy like the last episode did. Time Thief, Jelly Cannon, Hyper Psychic, Dino Wrestler, Gladiator Beast, Evil Eye, Marincess, Unchained Abomination. Okay, at least we got something worth keeping in the actual deck. This is definitely a good card to have. It's very generic. We will just place him there. A Wind Charmer. Oh my god. Alright. Darkness Dragon. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon and Red Eyes Fusion in the same opening. I wasn't planning on playing Dragoon, but we got it. So maybe I'll have to go after a regular Red Eyes and a Dark Magician now. Subterror, Danger, Tyrant, Witchcrafter, Guard Dragon Cataclysm again. Alright, well, opening this week wasn't terrible. We didn't get anything directly towards Dragon Link aside from Galactic Spiral and Unchained, which I mean, I guess Unchained isn't directly, but it's better than not pulling something. And then Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, that can, you know, that's a good card. It's time to edit the deck. Okay, so these are going to be the sub-ins that I do this week. I'm switching out one copy of Mirror Force from the main deck for a copy of Jelly Cannon. And then the reason Auto Rocket is upside down is because I'm taking him out of the side deck and actually putting in Mirror Force, so those will be swapped there. I'm going to be switching one copy of Boot Sector Launch for Witch's Strike, a copy of Dark Ruler No More from the main deck for Dirge, and then switching back to the front from the side for Dark Ruler No More, so I still have it on hand. Switching out the Unchained Abomination we pulled for the Tenyi, because that's just significantly better card. And then the Striker Dragon that de-traded us, we're switching out for a single copy of Booster Dragon. I feel like these overall are going to be much better cards to play, still allowing me to attack and then also possibly stabbing D for half of his life points if he wants to use the effect of the card that I declare, which most of the time is going to be Citadel, is going to be the move. Jelly Cannon, way better, just because instead of destroying the monster, like I said, if it's Citadel or something, instead of destroying it and putting it into the graveyard where he can use the graveyard effect and just bounce it back into his deck for the time being. Witch's Strike is obviously good against Solemn Strike if he's got it. Unchained is just going to be, hopefully, another win condition we can use because it can just use different pop-offs and stuff on that. And then Striker, self-explanatory, searches the boot sector, so that's why we're taking one copy out. And then it can also bounce a monster back from the graveyard to my hand. So let's get those swapped out.
Boys, what is up? We are back to week 4 of the Sealed Only Sparring Challenge with my boy Kyle here. Make any major changes to your deck this week?
The biggest change I made was Striker Dragon that I got from you in the trade from last episode, and that's going to be a huge addition to the deck for this week.
Yeah, Striker Dragon is actually a pretty huge combo piece to Dragon Link, so I imagine that's going to help boost you a little bit. Boot Sector launch on Search now, so that's pretty solid. Yep. The trading in the series is actually pretty helpful. We're doing better off the trades than we're doing actually off the pulls.
Yeah, especially for me.
Yeah, the 2020 tin served me well if I was the Dragon Link player. Anyway, yeah, I added a few Infinitrack things to my deck. Not sure if that's exactly the right time for it, but we'll see how it plays out, and I'm super excited to enter week 4. So let's get this duel going, boys.
Before we start, you see that? That's gonna be mine. Just saying.
This is actually Kyle's first time seeing that in person. I would think he's a little hype on it.
A little bit.
If you haven't caught the series before, the whole point is that we're both working towards playing our first locals off sealed only product, and whoever gets a better record is going to cop that Blue Eyes Toon Dragon skateboard behind me. It's gonna be super exciting to see who takes that home. Kyle's seeming pretty confident today. Let's get that duel going, boys. Boys, we are back. Sealed Only Sparring, episode 4. We already got past the trifecta. We are here on the quadruplex. Was that stupid or what?
Bitch!
Bitch! I hope you guys have been having as much fun as we've been having on this. Boys, thank you again for being here. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. If you've been enjoying the Sealed Only Sparring ride, I'd like to kindly invite you from the bottom of my heart to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. I would never insult you for choosing to do so otherwise, but honestly, the most tight butthole thing you could do right now is hit that button. Thank you and God bless. I got 6, Kyle's number. Let's see if he matches me.
Oh, I rolled a 6, but I got 8, so I will be going first.
You roll a 6 every single time you roll the dice. That may or may not be true in the other episodes, but it seems like every time we play IRL, you roll a 6 of some kind.
Even when I play with other people, I roll a 6, so it's just how it is. I don't know. Cursed hands.
Cursed. Good thing there's not 3 dice.
Wow, so, you know, just like episode 1, I T-set and pass.
Everything comes full circle. Alright, so following up on Kyle's T-pass, I draw a card that's looking like it's Machina Gear Frame as number 6, and I pitch the Machina Fortress as well as the Infinitrack Trencher so that I can special summon the Machina Fortress. I think technically you're supposed to do it in the opposite order, but what do we know? Then I go ahead and pitch a Machina Radiator to special a Machina Radiator in defense mode. And we go for the normal summon of Machina Gear Frame, and we hit that search. All 3 Citadels are right next to each other. Wow, I shuffled really bad. So I add the Citadel. Shout out to Heart of the Pack, I am sipping on a little bit of rum right now. So, not letting you down, boyo. Alright, after doing a little bit of setup work, we go into the battle phase and attack in with Machina Fortress. Hit that Gateway Dragon. I thought that was a starter.
Yeah, but I have to have more in my hand for it to work.
We just poke in for a little bit of damage, 1800 with Machina Gear Frame. Then in the second main phase, we set Machina Overdrive and pass it back to our boy.
So I draw for turn, wishing I had some extra monsters in my hand on that first turn for that Gateway Dragon. So I play Twin Twister, discard Router.
Playing into the blind chain. So, with the Machina Overdrive, I target Machina Gear Frame. This is going to let me special summon any Machina monster from the deck, then it'll destroy the Machina Gear Frame. Pull out a Citadel in attack mode, and then we'll let our Gear Frame pop after doing a little bit of shuffling.
So since I pitched Router for the Twin Twisters, I will search and add a Synchron to hand.
That was a pretty good play in retrospect, because you probably didn't have another way to get Router into the grave.
Yeah. So I normaled this Synchron to special the Router from grave, and go link 1 from Synchron into Striker Dragon.
His debut.
Yeah. And use his effect to search, and add a Boot Sector to hand, not quick launch. Finger taps.
Finger taps make your brain work good.
Haven't seen the cards that I had in my hand in my test hands, so I am doing a lot of thinking.
You started off playing with a very difficult combo deck with a lot of different routes.
That is true. Not quite sure why I decided to start with this one, but it is what it is.
You already dropped the funds.
Yeah, no going back. I'm enjoying it though. After a lot of thinking, I set 1 and pass.
So in the end phase, I'm going to activate Citadel, popping the Fortress and blowing up the board. Wow. We draw into the best top deck of the deck, Machina Redeployment. And of course we rip it, discard that Citadel, and let that search fly. So we add a Fortress and a Megaform. The classic combo.
And, probably to no one's surprise, I forgot to shuffle my deck. So,
I didn't even catch it, that's my fault too. I'll be watching you like a hawk.
I feel like I'm getting better, except for that, that time. But that's why I put it sideways.
That's why you put it sideways and it worked. Now we discard the Machina Megaform to special summon the Machina Fortress from our hand. Thinking about whether he's got some trap cards or not. Activate Irradiator targeting itself. Then we bring out the Megaform in defense. We blow up the Machina Irradiator, which will let us bring out a Citadel in defense. I guess we're really worried about those mirror forces.
There it is.
And there it is. Alright, so I had the read. So I lose a Fortress and a Citadel on that. In the second main phase, we tribute Megaform per its own effect, and then we can special summon a Machina monster from the deck. And we decide to bring out a Fortress. They just keep coming, man. They just keep coming. Pass turn on Citadel Fortress. Not a bad board for our deck.
Not at all.
Well, boys, we never started the timer, but guess it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah.
We are spending a lot of time reading cards.
Yeah, thanks for pointing out in the comments. Appreciate y'all.
Bobby Mayo, give you the shout out.
He's our boy.
We recorded this well before you dropped that comment the other day, but if we forget to start the timer, it's like we never played with the timer at all.
Exactly. So I play Boot Sector, and I only have 1 rocket in grave, so I special the Synchron, and then I do Quick Launch, and I bring out Tracer.
Hey,
Yo, let's go.
let's
Tracer
go.
pops Boot Sector. Get a special from the deck. Probably stressing because I'm not quite sure what to do in my current state of the deck.
Citadel is just sitting there, man.
Dude, it's a sight just seeing that boy stare me down turn after turn. So I bring out Recharger off of Tracer's effect. So after lots of thinking, I decided to overlay and go into Dark Rebellion, I think?
Yeah, it's Dark
Okay.
Rebellion.
And then I play Dirge and say Citadel. And then
Once he declares Citadel's name, I decide that it's a great time to chain Citadel so I can fly under the radar and use its effects before losing 4,000 life points.
So me being unsure on how chains work, I probably should have done this in the opposite way to protect myself a little bit. But I played the Dirge and then he got Citadel on board and did that to wipe my board.
Right, if you had used Dirge declaring Citadel before summoning the Rebellion Dragon, maybe I wouldn't have chained it right away and you could have gotten into the Rebellion Dragon more safely. Who knows what I would have done, maybe I still would have chained it, but it probably would have been a little safer to do it the other way. So, because Machina Fortress was sent to the graveyard per Citadel's effect, I'm able to banish it and special summon a Megaform.
Alright, so I just decided to shuffle my deck and end my turn on that. leaving me wide open for an attack.
Oh, one day I won't fold while we play.
So on my turn, we're activating Machina Overdrive Engrave. We're going to be able to banish it and shuffle 3 machines back into the deck and get a draw. So we shuffle our 3 back. Because Machina Overdrive lets you shuffle back banished monsters, I'm able to recur that Machina Fortress that I banished earlier. Draw the Irradiator off of that rip. We go ahead and use the Megaform tributing itself, and special the Fortress that we just shuffled back into the deck. I like Megaform as a one-of. I don't see too many people playing it, but it feels pretty good for getting the cycle going. Swing in for 25 with Fortress, and he takes it. We're going to set our Paleozoic Dinomischus in the second main phase, and then we pass it over to our boy.
So I draw, set, pass.
And in the end phase, I target that Dirge card that he played earlier to banish it and discard our Irradiator. We rip Righty Driver off the top. We normal summon that boy and activate its effect. Get that Lefty Driver out of the deck.
Oh boy, he's coming out.
It's all coming together.
Putting those monsters butt to butt.
Yeah, they are hugging. Now I get to show off a card that I pulled in my opening of Dual Overload. We get to link 2 into Crystron Halqifibrax using Righty and Lefty Driver. And then we're going to go ahead and activate Needle Fiber's effect and let us special summon the other Righty Driver we're playing from the deck. We're linking off 3 for Transcode Talker, which will give us a Link monster in the graveyard for when we special summon our Borreload Savage Dragon.
No!
And then we go for it. We Synchro Summon, and we get the Savage out. Yeet!
As if you needed this much attack. Man, I can't even look at him. Crazy.
Activate Borreload Savage Dragon and equip the Needle Fiber, giving him 3750 attack and 2 negates. On attack declaration, he hits me with the Jelly Cannon, but we do use the negate of Borreload Savage Dragon to stop that.
GG's.
Finally able to pull it off. How does it feel, Kyle?
It makes me very envious.
It's coming your way eventually. I had to use it against you, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Game 2, let's go!
So, I decided to actually go second this game.
Knowing that I'm going first, I draw 5 and get right into it.
No, I didn't.
Ripping 2 limiter removals.
And I'm over here clearly unhappy with my hand.
Man, you get a whole extra card. I don't know what you're worried about. So we discard a Radiator to summon the Fortress, set one of the limiter removals, and let our boy rip it.
Alright, so I set one in the back row. And I activate Dragon Shrine. So from Dragon Shrine, I send Apps Router and add Synchron to hand. Leave my deck sideways because I know I'm going to go back into it. I normal Rocket Synchron to special Apps Router from Grave. So I go Link 2 into Quad Boral. So I use Quad Boral's effect, target himself, pitching Boot Sector to pop and special Synchron back to the field. And then forgetting that I can't Link 2 or lower.
It's such a good play in your head until it's illegal.
Yeah, it'd be like that all the time. I'm doing a lot of face palming on my own plays right now.
Man, you gotta cheer up a little bit. You've come a long way since we filmed this.
This is very true. I think that's why I'm face palming. I'm like, boy, what are you doing?
Yeah, because you know better now.
Yeah. So I play Dirge and declare Fortress, and then play Dragon's Mirror.
Oh, nice. You had the Dragon's Mirror. I guess you needed to do that play to get 2 dragons in the graveyard.
Yeah, maybe.
Something like that.
So I bring Furious out. Use Furious's effect, target Synchron and his monster to destroy them.
So that'll take care of Fortress, but in the process we get to rip Dragon Shrine out of his hand. Then Dirge is going to trigger because Fortress activated its effect. So I'm going to eat half my life points and damage, put me at 4,000.
And then I move into battle phase and attack directly for 3k.
That's
And
really starting to hurt.
getting you down to 1,000. That's pretty crazy.
Out of Solemn Strike range. You won't be seeing Solemn Strike in the thumbnail this week.
That's true.
Though depending on what his back row is, we have a chance to come back. Wow, we draw into the Solemn Strike right after you put me out of range. So we play the one playable card in our hand and normal summon Righty Driver to special the Lefty Driver from our deck. What's cooking, I'm not exactly sure, but we'll see. Get that Lefty Driver out in defense position. Not staring down too threatening of a board, are you, Kyle?
Not yet. I'm just staring down my lack of remembering to shuffle my deck. At least it was sideways, and I remembered.
Yeah.
From that, I'm out here interrupting Derek, making him cut during his
Yeah,
game.
you're trying to throw me off, man. So we get Needle Fiber out after Lincoln 2. It requires 2 monsters, including a tuner, so we use our righty and lefty driver to go into it. And then we're going to activate the effect to special the other righty driver out of our deck. Crazy. 1 normal summon equals 3 monsters. Going over to the battle phase. Declare an attack on Borreload Furious Dragon. So I asked Kyle if he has anything on attack declaration.
And I am very confused on why he decided to attack.
Picking up the card, checking for that secondary Halka 5-Rex effect, see what's going on. Then we declare that in the damage step we're going to be activating limiter removal ×2, giving Kristrat and Halka 5-Rex 6,000 attack, to which Kyle cannot respond with Borreload Furious because we're in the damage step.
Yeah.
As a result of this, we go over the types of effects you can activate in the damage step. Because limiter removal modifies attack and defense, I'm able to activate it in the damage step, but because Borreload Furious is a spell speed 2 effect that does not modify attack or defense and does not refer to the damage step, he's not able to activate it. So we get over the monster and deal 3k damage. Then in main phase 2, to avoid our monsters from blowing up, we are going to link 3 into Transcode Talker. It was a very deceptive play. It was pretty sleazy. Pass turn with a worthless Solemn Strike in our hand and a Transcode Talker on the field.
So off the draw, I set it in the back row and pass.
We get a red reboot in our hand.
Oh. Okay. I'll activate Jelly Cannon. When a monster declares an attack, target 1 monster on the field and shuffle it into the deck.
Chain red reboot, motherfucker. Whoa!
Oh!
Then we go red reboot into red reboot.
What a crazy chain.
So I had to pay the 500 off of the red reboot, but Kyle had it set in the back row, so he is good to go. His will resolve first, which is going to flip mine face down and let me set a trap from the deck. But then that's also going to allow his Jelly Cannon to resolve. That was a crazy moment.
It was.
I was not expecting red reboot into red reboot. I had no idea you were playing it.
I think that's probably gonna be the one and only time this whole thing occurs, but it was quite exciting.
Yeah, in the moment I was like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? No shot. So we set the Drowning Mirror Force off of Kyle's red reboot.
So I draw into Dragon Shrine.
Man, what a great draw, honestly.
And I pitch Outrider, like always. I search and add Magna Rocket to hand. Normal him. And go into attack.
Not realizing that the effects of reboot have worn off.
Literally dumb as rocks.
No, man, you're not reading your shit.
No, I was like, okay, so this gets shuffled back in the deck. So that was my thought there.
Turn,
yeah, so that was my thought there, thinking I could just attack in. But that clearly didn't work.
Drowning Mirror Force coming in clutch thanks to Max Gold on episode 2.
And then...
Were you not able to use Furious again?
I believe I should have.
Sleeping on that effect 2 episodes in a row.
Yeah. Mad at myself, yet again. Would have at least protected me a bit.
So we discard a Radiator that we drew to special summon a Fortress from our graveyard and swing in for 2,500 out of 5,000 life points. Swing in for 25 and put you on a 1-turn clock.
Yeah. Alright.
End phase.
Draw for turn. So, I draw, set, and pass. Yet again.
Swing in for game, and the solemn warning that he set last turn isn't going to help him in this instance. Episode 4.
Yeah.
Boy D's taking 2 games. Borreload Furious is the card that could have been saving you a couple times now.
Yeah, for real. I really need to remember using that effect, but it is what it is. Oh, here you go. You can point it out to me. Oh, that's why.
Oh, because you have banished quad Boral.
Yeah.
So if you didn't use that quad Boral effect at the beginning, been chilling.
That is true. Okay, at least I remembered, and I wasn't just mad at myself for no reason.
Okay, yeah, last time you had Topologic 0 Boros. This time, just quad. You did not have any other Link monsters in the grave.
Yeah.
Well, boys, this is the end of episode 4. Leave us your comments below, what you think. Give us advice to how we're playing. You finally got to see me bring out Borreload Savage Dragon.
You did. You brought him out.
In the non-Dragon Link deck.
Very, very envious.
Eventually, I'll be trading you that Savage Dragon and the tables will be turned, but for now, I had to use it against you.
That's fair. I don't blame you for it. I would have done the same.
And you can't rip a card like that and not at least try to play it.
Exactly.
So thanks again, boys. We're going to be going into episode 5. If you're frustrated with the current 4-0 win streak, don't worry. We'll be introducing some new terms in the next episode.
Excited for that.
Yeah, I know. You're super stoked. Regardless, we're both trying to learn the game at a different pace. You know, it's my channel. I've been putting more time into the game. Kyle's playing catch-up, and we got to thank him for being a part of this series with me because it's a lot of work on his end for something that I'm posting on my channel. So give Kyle a thank you in the comments. Give him any tips that you might have, and give me tips too, because I am by no means a perfect player. And we'll catch you in the next one.
I was gonna say, while you're down there leaving me comments, you see me replying, click on my channel and check it out. If you're into skateboarding or anything like that, give me a sub. That'd be tight.
Yeah, because you know he's a cool guy. He's doing cool things on a wooden toy that we both love very much, and the reason that we're friends. Yu-Gi-Oh has been fun as well, but skateboarding is where we know each other from and where we spend the most of our time. So check out his channel, give him a like and a sub. And we'll catch you guys next time in episode 5. My name is D, and we got him once again.